We've been here before the year is halfway done, and we're going to end it off the midway points with something special. We have right here the top pay-per-views of the year so far. And we start with number 10, TNA No Surrender 2024. This took place in Westwego, Louisiana. This was a solid card, ending with the X Division Championship match with the debut of Mustafa Ali defeating Chris Sabin. Chris was on a roll as X Division champion, and his tag team partner had just come off of a really good reign as the TNA World Champion. This match also featured some really high quality matches. The TNA World Tag Team title match ended with the best of 3 series between ABC and the Grizzled Young Veterans, and of course we had the TNA World title match between Moose and Alex Shelley and a no surrender rules match. This was a solid show. Number 9, TNA Hard to Kill. This took place at the Palms Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. And again, TNA topped itself with just a really solid card. Taking place before No Surrender, Hard to Kill saw Moose defeat Alex Shelley for the TNA World Championship. It saw Jordan Grace defeat Trinity on her way out to become the new Knockouts champion, and it saw ABC retain their tag team championships in a really good fatal 4-way match. It also featured an excellent triple threat match between Chris Sabin, Aldi Hill, Del Vikingo, and Kushida for the TNA X Division Championship. TNA can be higher. They can be hired. Something's got to give where they can really top themselves with their pay-per-views, because I want to see them really go up. Number 8, AEW Double or Nothing. This took place in Las Vegas, Nevada at the MGM Grand Arena, and Double or Nothing is considered by far AEW's version of WrestleMania, but I think that slowly might be moving towards All In or even Forbidden Door. But Double or Nothing was a really good show with a really good card. The opening contest of Will Ospreay defeating Roderick Strong for the International Championship was great. The Trio Championship match between the Bang Bang Gang and the Death Triangle was surprisingly very good. But then we had other bangers on this match on the card, like Moxley versus Takeshita in a world title eliminator match for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. We had the Adam Copeland Malachi Black steel cage match for the TNT Championship. Of course, we had Mercedes Moné versus Willow Nightingale in an absolute banger of a match for the TBS Championship. Swerve defeating Christian Cage, retaining the AEW World title, and of course Anarchy in the Arena. This was such a phenomenal card and phenomenal show. It's really strange to me that AEW topped themselves again. Number 7, NXT Stand and Deliver. This took place in Philly, at the Wells Fargo Center during WrestleMania weekend. Stand and Deliver is quote-unquote NXT's WrestleMania, and this was a very solid show. We had the shocking and surprisingly good tag team of Baron Corbin and Braun Baker retaining the NXT tag team titles over Axiom Nathan Frazier. We had a hoss fights with Obi Femi retaining his North American Championship over Dijak and Josh Briggs. Roxanne Perez again does what she does, defeats Lara Valkyria for the NXT Women's Championship. Ilya Dragunov in a banger, surprisingly banger of a match, defeating Tony D'Angelo of all people to retain the NXT Championship. Of course, the grudge match, the feud of all feuds, the blood feuds that NXT does so well. Trick Williams versus Carmelo Hayes. This was just a good show. Number 6, NXT Vengeance Day. This took place earlier in the year at the F&M Bank Arena in Clarksville, Tennessee. This has become an annual event, and this was very good. This was a fun show. Once again, we had Corbin and Braun Breaker solid, defeating Mello and Trick. This was the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. We had Dijak and Joe Gacy in a nice little fun match, but what really made this match something special was Ilya Dragunov defeating Trick Williams to retain the NXT Championship. This was such a fun card, and you can really flip-flop Vengeance Day and Stand and Deliver. But NXT are really putting on good shows. Number 5, AEW New Japan Forbidden Door 2024. Forbidden Door took place in Elmont, New York at the UBS Arena. And once again, it's a must-watch show. First, the 6-man tag match was very good. But what followed after the Owen Hart finals match between Bryan Danielson and Shingo Takagi. It was a quarterfinals match. These two have been hinting at just beating the holy hell out of each other, and it was absolutely flawless because these two are just great at what they do. You had the women's world title match between Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa. You had the grudge match between Orange Cassidy and Zack Sabre Jr., which was just good wrestling. You had the TNT title ladder match with Jack Perry winning and bringing gold to the Elite. You had Mercedes Moné defeating Stephanie Vaquera, retaining the TBS championship, but also winning the New Japan Strong Women's Championship. Of course, the main event between Swerve and Will Ospreay, which is already a match of the year contender. This was a fantastic show. Forbidden Door, by adding the Stardom talent, adding CMLL talent in conjunction with AEW New Japan, has become now a must-watch show. Number 4, WWE Backlash France. And this was just a good show. I hate that WWE was getting away with 5-card matches, but they got away with it. With this time, we had the Bloodline street fight with the Bloodline defeating Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. We had Bayley defeating Naomi and Tiffany Stratton. In my opinion, the match of the night for retaining her WWE Women's Championship. Damian Priest, Jey Uso put on a very solid affair for the world title. We had the women's tag team titles, and of course, Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles. This was just good all around, a solid show, and I would like a little bit more from WWE, but this was the rare occasion that they just put on a small card with a fantastic top to bottom. Number 3, AEW Dynasty. This takes place at the Shell Fates Arena in St. Louis, Missouri. And this, ladies and gentlemen, where we get good, because our top 3 is absolutely amazing. The Dynasty starts it. We had the Continental Championship between Okada and Pac. First time seeing these two really go at it and just show you what wrestling is all about. Then we had the 6-man tag match with the House of Black defeating Copeland, Eddie Kingston, and Mark Briscoe, and that set up so many things down the line. We had the House Rules match with Willow Nightingale becoming the TBS champion. We had the International Championship match between Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly, friends that know each other oh so well. The women's world title match between Toni Storm and Thunder Rosa, Will Ospreay, Bryan Danielson, Will Ospreay, Bryan Danielson, Will Ospreay, Bryan Danielson. One more time, Will Ospreay, Bryan Danielson. Absolutely fantastic. It doesn't get any better than these two men. A grudge match, a match of respect, a match of who is better. This was absolutely fantastic. Then we had the tag team tournament ladder match with the Young Bucks becoming the champions, defeating FTR, and of course Swerve starting his legacy, defeating Samoa Joe to become the AEW World Champion. AEW Dynasty was such a fantastic card, a fantastic show. This was really something special, and those last 4 matches really catapulted. Number 2, WrestleMania 40 Sunday nights. This took place in Philly, at Lincoln Financial Field, and it's been getting to the point where it feels like Sunday tops Saturday, and Sunday absolutely did that. We had the Money to the Bank cash-in with Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest, and just that whole beautiful thing, and that story that comes out of it is just great. LA Knight, AJ Styles, surprisingly Logan Paul getting another W in the US title match, but the 2 matches that really catapulted night 2 was Bayley versus Io for the Women's Championship, and just a match that reminded you that Bayley and Io are two of the best on the planet, period. Like, go back and watch this match and you will truly forget just how good it is. And then, of course, Bloodline Rules, Cody Rhodes defeating Roman Reigns to become the new WWE champion. There was so much to love about this match, and the only reason it's not a 10-star match because there's no Stone Cold. But WrestleMania Sunday night, WrestleMania 40, oh so good. And of course, number one, AEW Revolution, Greensboro Coliseum, Greensboro, North Carolina. And this is here for one reason and one reason only: Sting's final match. But even that, the rest of the card was good. Christian Cage, Dan Garcia for the AEW TNT title, the Continental New Japan Strong Championship, just the Triple Crown, Eddie Kingston and Bryan Danielson finally showing some respect, some love for each other. The World Title Contendership 8-man scramble match, the International Championship match between Roderick Strong and Orange Cassidy, the tag team match, the women's title match, Will Ospreay versus Takeshita, and oh my God, was that match so good. Joe, Hangman, Swerve, Joe showing you like, yo, WB, this is where you messed up. And of course, Sting's final match. Lord, so much was just beautiful about this. It was the perfect way to send a legend off, and you couldn't have asked for a better way. You couldn't have asked for a better partner in Darby Allin. You couldn't have asked for better opponents in the Young Bucks. Everything about this show was perfect, and it's going to be very, very hard to top this level. Let me know what you guys think. Should something be on this list? Should something be taken off? Should some, shows be flipped, reversed, moved up, moved down? You let me know. But that is the list. See you when I see you. Peace.